All right, we're back here at Tommy Bryant Stadium and set for second half kickoff. Honaker will kick to the Pioneers. Stout will kick it from east to west. He puts a foot in it and kicks it all the way into the end zone. It'll be a touchback, and the Pioneers will get it out on the 20-yard line. Is it college ball, Jamie, that they get it on the 25 sometimes?
I think, yeah, I believe.
Is it a punt? Or?
I believe it's after the punt.
Punt?
I think kickoffs, they still bring that to 20 now. I don't know why.
I'm not sure why they changed it.
I think it's 25 if you punt into the end zone. I never have quite understood the logic of that, but whatever.
All right, the Pioneers have it out of the pistol again. And the handoff this time is to the wing back going to the right. And I think that was Dillon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he didn't get much there. May have lost a couple of yards.
Yeah, he's going to lose. Nah, I believe he got it over the 20. No, he lost.
No, he lost about 2 yards.
About 3 or 4 yards. Looked like about 3 yards. It's going to be second down and 13. It's just taking him too long to get over there.
Yeah, and Honaker's pretty well prepared for that. Again, out of the pistol. This time, handoff is to the fullback, I believe, inside.
I think he gave it to that other wing coming right.
Maybe it was the other wing.
And he's going.
Didn't get much there either. He's going to lose some more.
Yeah, he lost a yard or two there. So it's going to be third down. Looks like about 16 yards.
He got it back up to about the 15, I think.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Or 14 maybe.
Yeah, so he gained a little bit of yardage.
Looks like it's third and about
15 or 16.
Yeah. Got to get it out to the 30 for a first down. I don't think they'll throw it, but they may. Stamper from the pistol. Stamper wants to throw it. Throws it short out in the flat to the right and incomplete. And the Pioneers will have to punt it. Threw it out on that far side over there where it's hard for us to see. Out about he didn't throw it far enough to get the first down anyway.
No, he just threw it short. It was just over the 20-yard line, so.
Stamper will punt, and Bostic keeps backing up a little more on him, and Stamper's hit a couple of good ones. Bostic standing right at the 50. Stamper will get this one off back inside the 10. This one's end over end. Takes a hop and bounces by Bostic. He goes back, picks it up at the 40, and gets around the corner and all the way up the sideline, knocked out of bounds with a big hit at about the 27-yard line. The flag flies after the play. Not sure what happened there, but it was a big hit by one of the Pioneers.
Well, it certainly looked like a legal hit to me.
There was another flag thrown back out in the middle of the field at about the Pioneer 23-yard line. Bostic went out of bounds at about the 28, 27 or 28, I think.
That looked like, I don't think there was any helmet-to-helmet there. It was just a hard tackle there.
Like he hit him in the shoulder.
Along the sideline, and that flag came from way back.
The officials are talking now.
Anyway, they're just talking. We'll have to see what's going to transpire here.
I think there's two different flags. One back there at the 23. Is that a holding against Honaker? And they must have picked up the one along the sideline. They're marking it back against Honaker after the good return by Bostic.
So that'll give the Pioneers a first down.
Wasn't very good coverage that punt by the Pioneers. They let him get around that end.
Now they're giving the ball to Honaker, so they called an illegal block in the back's what it was, Merle.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah, so Honaker will have the ball at the Pioneer 34-yard line. It'll be first and 10.
Honaker out of a kind of an offset eye. The pitch is to tailback, and he gets around the corner and finally breaks a tackle over near the 30 and gets down close to the 25.
I'm not sure. So I threw a flag over there on the sideline. But Bostic, good run on him.
There's a flag now. Now they're picking it up. They pick up the flag and wave it off.
So they'll move the ball down to about the 26-yard line of the Pioneers. It'll be second and about 1. 2nd and 2 for a first down.
Pioneer crowd not too happy with them picking up that flag.
Well, I don't know what the flag was.
I don't know what it was all about either. Ball's just outside the 25 and around the 26.
Anyway, that was a gain of about 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Little draw type action.
And there's a big hole up the right side and barreling over tackles. Who was that?
Oh, we got a late flag again.
Who's the ball
I think
carrier?
it was McLaughlin.
McLaughlin, I believe that's who he said.
He made a good gain down inside the 10-yard line. They spotted it at the 8. We've got 2 different flags down on the field. Once again, the officials are having a conference.
He's going to come over here and give us a call.
The personal foul against the Pioneers. That's going to my conduct against the Tigers.
That will they'll run that play again then. It'll be first down again.
Anyway, they marked the ball out. They end up penalizing Honaker. Looked like about 10 yards.
Ball's at the 19 now.
It's going to be first and goal, I think.
I thought those two would nullify each other, but
well, I don't know exactly why they walked that one off. And I don't think Coach Herbert knows either.
He's out there talking to him. Not sure about all that.
I think it'll be first and 10 from about the 19-yard line of Lebanon.
That's the indication, and Honaker up at the line of scrimmage quickly. Sending wide outs, one right, one left, I formation backs behind the quarterback, hands to the tailback, and he doesn't get much. He's stacked up maybe a yard gain.
We got a flag back here in the backfield.
A little bit of contentious behavior there for both teams. I
believe they might have the Pioneers this time.
They're both riled up at each other evidently, and a lot of extracurricular activity.
Evidently somebody
may have hit the quarterback after the handoff. I didn't see that.
That was probably what they did. I didn't see it either, but anyway, this is going to take the ball inside the 10-yard line. They're going to mark it, look like about the 8, Merle.
Yeah, great opportunity for the Tigers here to
that'll be first and
take
goal
the lead.
For Honaker.
First and goal from a 7.
I'd say somebody hit that quarterback late.
I think that's what happened. Hilton sprints out to pass, throws it into the end zone, and it's
touchdown.
Caught for a touchdown.
Had a little offensive interference there, Merle. It was not called.
Looked like it.
Don't know who caught that pass. I can't tell. But anyway.
We'll find out in a moment.
8-yard touchdown. And Stout will attempt the extra point.
Stout kicks soccer style, and he boots it up, and it's good. Honaker takes the lead. It's 14-7 with 9:28 left here in the third period. Back in a moment, you're listening to high school football on WXLZ. After the Honaker touchdown, Stout kicks off, kicks it deep, and it's into the end zone, I believe. He caught that back there right close to the goal line, went down on one knee, but I think he was in the end zone.
Yeah, he evidently was.
He should have let that ball go.
Anyway, once again, the Pioneers will take over from their own 20-yard line. They had it first series and unable to do anything with it. Then a big punt return by Hilton.
Yeah, that's been the big play here so far in the second half.
Cook caught the pass from Hilton into the end zone for the touchdown.
Pioneers out of the pistol again. Hand off to the wing, coming off the right side, around to the left, gets across the 20, maybe got a yard.
Well, he
Not
got
much.
about 6 inches, maybe.
Yeah, he didn't get much. Barely got it across the 20 where they're marking it. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
Takes too long.
Ball on the left hash mark. I'm not sure why they want to run that offense. I don't particularly like it, but Must be some advantage to it.
You got to hold your blocks too long.
Yeah.
Ball going that far.
Honaker with a 5-man front up there now, and there was some movement along the line. Whistles stopped the play.
Yeah, I think Honaker jumped that time. I didn't see.
Looked like they moved. I don't know if they got into the zone or not.
I didn't see any action out of the Pioneers.
The call is offsides. That'll give the Pioneers a 5-yard gain. And
so that'll make it 2nd down and 5.
Been a lot of penalties in this game, haven't there?
Yeah, well, you know, most of these opening games there are. That's pretty typical. Honaker did play a charity game last week against Richlands. I'm sure the Pioneers, I know they had one scrimmage. They probably scrimmaged twice.
I think they scrimmaged twice. I think they scrimmaged Marion and Rural Retreat both. Stamper out of the pistol. Gives to the fullback, this time right up the middle. Big hole when he gets it to the 30. And it's knocked down right there.
That was Cox, I think, on that carry.
Was it?
Number 2.
He came out of the, I thought he came out of the fullback position. But
well, no. I guess that's right. I guess that was
Holland or Adams, one of the other.
Holland or Adams.
Adams runs out of that fullback's position too some. That looks more like Adams.
I think that was Adams the last time too.
1st and 10 Pioneers from the 30. Gives it to Adams again, going outside, and Adams gets across the 30, running sideways a little bit. Couldn't get it turned upfield. He gets a couple of yards.
Yeah, picked up 2 or 3. I think they marked it on about between the 32 and 33.
Here we go.
2nd and 8 for the Pioneers.
Send a wide out to the left. Still in that pistol formation with the 2 wings. Wing on the left goes in motion, but the handoff is to the fullback again. He breaks a tackle in the backfield. Looks like he had him back there, and he squirts free up to about the 35-yard line. Austin Cox with the carry. Coxton made the tackle for Honaker.
It'll be 3rd and 6 for the Pioneers. Ball resting right on the Pioneer 35-yard line. 7 minutes and 8 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Honaker leading 14-7.
Pioneers trying to move it out of their own territory. Wide outs both left and right. Wing back in motion. Somebody moved. Whistle stops action.
Pioneer wide out here moved, I'm pretty sure. That'll cost the Pioneers 5. A reminder that Matt will have the Castlewood Patrick Henry game on immediately after ours. Next week, I think we have another doubleheader, Merle. I think you and I will be here as the Pioneers take on Lee.
Right.
And I think Matt and probably Darrell Ritchie will be up at Honaker as Honaker entertains George Wythe.
Should be a good game.
That should be a good game.
Honaker and George Wythe locked up in the state finals 2 or 3 years ago. 2 years ago, I believe. Out of the pistol again. Handoff this time, no. Stamper wants to throw it and throws it incomplete out in the left flat. Under a lot of pressure.
Tried to set up a little screen out here, but Honaker wasn't buying it. And
put a lot of pressure on Stamper.
Yeah, they had an awful lot of pressure on him. So it'll be 4th down now, and the Pioneers will kick from their own 35-yard line.
I think he was trying to hit Logan Adams with that one. Just couldn't get it to him.
Stamper didn't get off a very good kick last time. It was low. And,
Hilton ran it back and led to the second touchdown for Honaker. Hilton goes back inside his 40 now. And Stamper punts again. This time he booms it over Hilton's head, and it bounces way downfield. Hilton chases it way back to about the 5-yard line. Finally picks it up, comes back to the right side. Pioneers not very good coverage. He gets around the corner and gets out to about the 30. As the Pioneers didn't get down there and cover that one very well, Jamie.
Boy, that was a monster kick, though.
Yes, it was.
He kicked that ball over 60 yards.
Looked like about 65 yards.
Of course, a lot of it was on the bounce, but we got a pretty good run back.
At least 60 yards.
And Honaker will put it in play 1st and 10 on their own 31-yard line.
31-yard line. The 1st and 10 Tigers come to
Honaker gets a couple of players on the field late as they break the huddle. They're going to run out of a power I formation now. Try to run it against the Pioneers. Right off left tackle, big hole. And all the way out to the 40, 41. Probably, well, just short of first down yardage, it looks. Blake Mitchell making the tackle for the Pioneers. Who was that carrying the ball, Jamie?
That was Bryson Bostic. Bostic made that carry.
Still an I formation. Looks like Honaker going to try to run it down Lebanon's throat now. Off left tackle again. Running back is stacked up there. A little extra hitting going on off to the side there, but no flag.
Go pick up a couple. I think that's enough for the first down for Honaker.
It is first down, Honaker.
They mark it at the Tiger 42-yard line. 5:27 left here in the third quarter. Honaker with a 14-7 lead. Power eye this time, one wide out to the left.
Hand off to the tailback, going off the left side, gets some running room.
That's Bostic again.
Squirting through there, breaking tackles, and gets down inside Pioneer territory to about the 45-yard line of Lebanon.
We got a flag there about midfield on. Looks like one of the Pioneer players is.
One of the Pioneer players is down back at the Pioneer 40. The flag's out there. They're going to mark that off against Honaker, it looks like.
Yeah. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty. It's probably a holding call. All right, we're back here. Austin Cox, the injured player for the Pioneers. He was banged up a little earlier. Looks like the right ankle or something like that. But anyway, he is helped off the field, but, you know, he seems to be okay. So after the penalty, it'll be first and about 13 for Honaker.
There you go.
He gave the ball off to, I believe that was Bostic again.
Bostic, yeah.
He's stacked up, or he might have picked up a yard.
Not using Parrott much. I wonder if he's injured or something.
Yeah, he got banged up a little early there. I don't think the
ball's moved up to the 39-yard line where it'll be second and 13.
Don't believe he gained anything on that play. 4:39 left here, third quarter. 14-7. Honaker with the lead. They have the football.
Honaker sends wide outs both right and left. And the I formation backs behind Hilton in the backfield. Throws it out in the flat and incomplete. Good hit there. Who is that number?
88.
Who made the hit there?
88 for the Pioneers.
Was it 88?
Uh-huh. And Honaker has an injured player down. The receiver was tackled, and he's down on the ground. That's number 19, Merle.
Donovan Deal, one making that hit. And who's down? 19? Dalton Bailey.
Yeah, he was the receiver on that play. But anyway, we've got another injury timeout, so we'll take a timeout. 14-7, Honaker leads it. You're listening to high school football on WXLZ.
Honaker with a 3rd and 13 now. Hilton wants to throw, throws it out in the flat, little swing pass, and it's incomplete, isn't it?
Bostic, the intended receiver out there, and he
couldn't haul
didn't
that
catch it, couldn't haul it in, though, so it'll be 4th and 13 for the Tigers.
Don't believe they would have got first down yardage out of that anyways. The Pioneers look like they were out there covering it pretty well.
Yeah, I think they had that one covered pretty well. Punting situation for the Tigers. They'll punt from their own 39-yard line. I think Stamper's back to receive the punt, yeah. I think he returned punts all last year,
I think he did. Stout is the kicker for Honaker. A little bit of a high snap. He gets it and gets it off, though, end over end. Stamper's going to let it bounce, and it takes a Pioneer bounce and goes directly left. Hit about the 45 or 35-yard line of Lebanon.
Just went almost sideways.
Yeah.
Pioneers will get it. Looked like on the 31-yard line of Lebanon. 1st and 10. 4:06 left here, third quarter. Honaker with a 14-7 lead.
Pioneers going from west to east here in the third quarter. Needing a score to tie this one up again. Haven't been really successful, either team here in the, for the most part. Pioneers going to their straight T formation again now. And the handoff is to the fullback straight ahead, and he barrels ahead for about 7 or 8 yards.
Yeah, takes it out to the 39-yard line. And he's got a cramp.
He's cramped up too. Who is that?
I think that's the fullback.
Holland or?
Yeah, I think that's who it is. But he's down with a cramp also. So we've had look like an ankle and cramps here on a couple of early plays. I tell you, early in the season, Merle, you got to hydrate.
That's for sure.
On these warm nights, it's a problem when it gets real cold too. Of course, players tend, not to really drink enough when it's cold, but it's important because that is the main cause of cramps. So that won't cost anybody a timeout. It's just an injury timeout. But he's still down. And I tell you, those things hurt.
Yeah, it's hard to get rid of them sometimes.
While we got a second, a reminder that Matt will have the Castlewood Patrick Henry game shortly after we finish up here. And I think next week we're also going to have a doubleheader. You and I will be here and do the Lehigh-Lebanon game. And Matt and Darrell will be up at Honaker for the George Wythe Honaker game.
Those ought to be two pretty good games.
Yeah, I think both of them will probably be pretty decent. Pioneer player back on his feet here now. He'll have to come out.
I don't believe that's Holland, is it?
Is that Adams?
I believe that may be Adams.
Get your helmet on, get ready to go back in.
That's Logan Adams.
Yeah. So Adams with the cramp after a pretty good game. He picked up 8 yards on that carry, and it'll be 2nd and 2 for the Pioneers.
Come on, let's go.
Pioneers come out in their straight T formation set again. The old straight T.
That's what it is with one wide receiver.
Handed off to the left halfback. He barrels forward. Looks like he's got enough yardage for first down as he crosses the 40.
He'll be close to a first down.
Maybe it's a little shy. See where they mark it. They got it marked at the 41.
It'll be pretty close.
I believe he didn't get it.
I think that was Holland there that carried that ball. They're going to set it down. I think we're going to have a measurement.
He done moved the ball.
Anyway, they moved the football, but they moved it over where the official had marked the forward progress. I think it might be just a little short.
That's what I'm thinking too. I believe he got it.
I'm wrong. He made it.
First down.
Got it up to the 41-yard line, so that's a first down for the Pioneers. One of the very few they've had tonight, Merle. And anyway, 1st and 10 for the Pioneers from their own 41-yard line. They come out once again.
See if they can sustain a running game out of this straight T formation.
They got a wide receiver to the right this time.
Stamper fumbles a snap. He was under center and had to fall on it right at the 40. Going to lose a yard.
That's the 2nd or 3rd time that's happened tonight.
All right on the 40 now, where it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11, yeah. I tell you, losing that down like that makes it pretty tough.
Yeah, it costs you down.
3 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter.
Look for him to throw here.
Once again, they're in that straight T with a wide receiver out to the left.
Hand off to the left halfback going off a right tackle behind the other two backs, and Honaker jammed it up in there as they sent a bunch of people up in there.
Yeah, they're going to lose another yard.
Lost another yard.
It'll be 3rd and 12.
Honaker really coming up there with 3 or 4 guys to
when
look like they sniffed that one out.
When you're in tight like that, it's kind of hard to run it.
Honaker's got 9 men there. Well, one of them backs up now. They've got 8 men within 6 or 7 yards. Now there's 9 within 6 yards of the ball. Handoff this time to the right side, and got tripped up across the 45 out near midfield, but didn't get enough for the first down.
That was Conley, and he kind of tripped himself up there.
Who was it, Conley?
Yeah. He had some running room out there. I think if he hadn't lost his footing, he would have gotten first down yardage.
Is that the first time he's run it?
No, he's run it some. It's the first time he's run it in the second half, I think.
Who are you talking? Conley or Dillon?
Dillon, that's who I'm
Dillon, Walker Dillon.
That was Dillon, yeah. But he's about 5 yards short, but I think Coach Henley looks like he's going to go for it. But he's going to take a timeout to think about it a little bit. So we'll take it with them. 14-7, Honaker leads it. You're listening to high school football on WXLZ.
We come out of the timeout. It's 14-7 Honaker here with 1:32 remaining in the 3rd period. And the Pioneers with a 4th and 4 at their own 47-yard line. They're going to punt it. Stamper gets off a low kick. It's bobbled around by Honaker, and Pioneers almost fell on that, Jamie.
But yeah, they almost got it.
I believe Honaker got it. It's down inside the 15-yard line, though.
I think that was Bostic back there, and he couldn't pick it up.
Kept trying to pick it up and couldn't get a handle on it. And somebody hit him about that time, and he was able to fall on it finally.
But anyway, the ball's right on the Honaker 15-yard line, where they'll have it 1st and 10. We've got 1:22 left here in the 3rd quarter. Honaker leads it by a touchdown, 14-7.
Pioneers still in that 4-man front. Looking to pass, throwing it deep and overthrowing the receiver out at the 45-yard line.
Pretty good coverage back there.
Not sure who the receiver was.
But anyway, he overthrew that one by a good bit. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for Honaker from their own 15-yard line.
Pioneers slow getting the player out onto the field.
High formation this time, 2 wide outs. Hilton once again, he's under big pressure there, and the Pioneers tackle him there.
They finally get him.
Back on about the 11-yard line, so he's going to lose about 4 yards on that play. Pretty good. I don't know who got through there, but he got through in a hurry.
I couldn't tell either. Hilton faked it to the running back there and then tried to sprint out to throw, and Pioneers were all over him.
I think they marked it on about the 12-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd and about 12 or 13.
3rd and 13, I guess.
For Honaker.
I don't know if they'll throw it down there or not, Jamie. They send 2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. 3 wide outs now going out to the left.
Hilton in the shotgun. They ran a little draw type play, and that's Bostic.
Bops it out across the 20.
Gets it out to about the 23, 24-yard line. But
not enough for the first down,
I think he'll be a little short of the first down, I think. He picked up good yardage, though.
4th and 1 at the 24.
Got about 11 or 12 yards on that carry.
It's like Honaker's thinking about going for it. That's the end of the 3rd quarter as time runs out. Honaker leads at 14-7. We'll be back in a minute with 4th quarter action. You're listening to high school football on WXLZ.